What do we have for Pisces? Seven of Swords, Aquarius energy at the foundation of the reading. Pisces, you're being called right now to sacrifice something in your life that has been draining you of a kind of life force energy that is making it very difficult. Well, it's making it completely impossible for you to access this new timeline, this new blessing, this new life cycle that the divine is trying to transition you into. Now, this can most definitely be a person. It could be a place, it could be a thing, it can be a behavioral pattern, it could be an addiction. So you take it as it fits. For some of you, it's going to be a multitude of things that are all working incrementally to keep you from stepping into a certain kind of power that you need to be able to unlock the door to this new portal. This Seven of Swords here is an energy that I feel is working in a way where you almost can't even really notice it. It's sneaking away with your energy, with your power. And swords, which can be representative of the mind, there's an element of communication. So this can most certainly be happening by way of projections. Individuals saying things to you to stop you from stepping into a certain kind of position. Now, whether these individuals are aware of how detrimental their projections are towards you is one thing. Usually when it's family members that do this to us, there's going to be two reasons. One, they simply are so used to these certain behavioral patterns that they've gotten into with you, they don't really see the wider scope of things. They don't see how truly damaging their behavior is towards you, right? So it could come in the form of bad advice. Maybe you look to some of these people for some sort of validation or guidance. Maybe they're authority figures in your life. Maybe they're family members that are older than you. So you think that you can trust them. And then on the other hand, there's individuals that know exactly what they're doing and they're being used by some sort of dark force to keep you from something in your life. Now needs to be a time of evaluation, Pisces, because of what the divine is giving you access to. Things must change. You will not be able to access this with the way things are right now. And most of you know exactly what you need to let go of to be able to step into this new portal. If you've been doing the work, and this goes for any zodiac sign that may be listening to this reading, you're going to be given keys to be able to access these new opportunities in 2024. The first quarter of next year, we'll see a lot of people in the collective access a new timeline, but you have to be doing the work. You have to be working on all these fine details right now, Pisces. And you have to be aggressive with it. Because if you could see the aggressive nature of these things on the etheric plane and how they are snatching your energy, you would be shocked, Pisces. And you would be much more aggressive with cutting these energies off, stopping this behavioral pattern, moving away from this area, whatever it is for you. I see a cord connected to a lot of you that you can't see. You feel something, right? You know that something's wrong, something's off. It's like when you have a cut on the back of your arm that you can feel, but you don't actually notice it until days after you got it. It's like feeling a slight pain on the back of your elbow. You're itching at it, but for some reason you're not looking at it. You're not very consciously aware that there's something on your elbow until maybe days after you originally first felt it. So you go to the mirror and you look at the back of your elbow and you see a tick draining you, filling itself up, feeding off of you. This is what I'm getting here, Pisces. There's something here, there's someone here that has been doing this and it's been going on for far too long now. And a lot of you are going to be very surprised at how much elevation you actually have after you recognize this and dig it out of your auric field. What do we have at the sacral, please? Wow. Five of Wands, Leo energy at the sacral. So here they are, right? Here's this tick draining you of your life force, so to speak. And then this is you having recognition. You see it now. And it's like this conflict erupts. There's an energy of tension here. There's an energy of discord, and it's right at the sacral position. This is you clearly recognizing an individual in your life who's been working relentlessly behind the scenes to keep you from something. And again, some of them, very few of them, will be consciously aware this is what they're doing. Those individuals are being used as a vessel by some sort of dark force to keep you from stepping into some new timeline because of the influence it has over the rest of the collective. I'm also picking up an energy here of individuals that are trying to wear you down, Pisces. It's like they want you to be tired. I'm hearing something about food and drink, okay? Even partying. It's like these are the kinds of individuals that would influence you to party to keep you from something. Pisces, I'm not telling you to all of a sudden not trust anyone in your environment. I'm not telling you that every single person in your life is trying to stab you in the back. What we are advising to you is that you take a step back, audit some of your friendships and relationships in your life. Take a closer look at why you may be feeling held back or why there's no good reason that you haven't been able to accomplish or succeed at a particular thing in your life. Because what I'm getting here is an energy that's trying to wear you down so you give up. You start to have a recognition of this, and things just start to go completely haywire. All of a sudden, you feel very alert. It's like you just snap out of some sort of slumber that these individuals have had you in. What do we have at the solar plexus, please? 10 of Pentacles, Virgo energy at the solar plexus. And this is what it's all about. Money, success, wealth, legacy. This is what is being kept from you, Pisces. Now, in what form this may be showing up will be different for all of you. But generally speaking, the divine is trying to place something into your palm, that key. They're trying to allow you to finally access what was always promised to you by the divine. You need to be able to access this to be able to step into your purpose, to fulfill your destiny. See, each one of us has blessings that are promised to us to help support us on our path, our mission, our purpose. These lower dark force energies want to keep us from accessing this so we're not able to fulfill our destiny. So they'll keep us in a kind of matrix, and they'll start with the mind. They'll use these negative projections to keep us from seeing the truth. And for a lot of you, this is family, individuals very close to you. You know, Pisces, in all my time here, working with the collective, I've come across very few individuals. I could probably count on maybe one hand that have individuals around them that truly support them on the path that they're being called to step onto. It's very, very rare because that agreement is between you and the divine. It's between you and God, and no one can really understand that. Sadly, we're put into these mazes, this matrix. We're birthed into these life cycles. And the more we start to connect with our higher guidance and the divine, we start to find out that just about every single person in our waking life is an obstacle, is a distraction, is an Agent Smith, right? Agent Smiths can just be seen as another kind of devil, right? Usually the Agent Smiths, I feel, will come in the form of friends or romantic partners, people that essentially set you back. And then you have the family members that hold you back. Oh, that's not for you. You know, this kind of stuff. I wouldn't do that if I was you. Yeah, you'll never be able to pull that off. The more you start to step onto your path, you'll start to see an increase in people that are trying to get inside your energy. I don't have it on the table, but I'm feeling this Queen of Swords kind of energy. Who goes there? Queen of Cups, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces energy at the heart. They're trying to play on your emotions, right? But that Queen of Swords energy that I'm also picking up, it's an energy of who goes there? What are you here for? That's the energy you need to take on. But instead, because you're a Pisces, they know how to get you, and they do it with your emotions. Queen of Cups, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, this is your energy. They want to keep you in shadow Pisces energy, stuck in the past. They want you codependent on them, lacking confidence. They don't want you to recognize your own power and recognize your tremendous capacity for healing and divine alignment. As a Pisces, you're essentially the most intuitive sign of the zodiac, high priestess in your highest vibration. But what they'll try to do is disempower you to where you're not able to connect at all. The complete opposite of having the most powerful intuition in the zodiac. This is you not listening to your inner voice with a completely blocked intuition, no insight. A lot of Pisces are surrounded by very dark demonic individuals, want you to think that they have your best interest in mind. I'm picking up blocked heart chakra energy here with this Queen of Cups at the heart, which brings me back to what I was saying earlier on in the reading about something needing to be sacrificed from your life. You're holding on to dead weight, Pisces. You're holding on to something that is holding you back. You know, I wanted to do your reading a couple of days ago and release it with the Gemini and Sagittarius reading. I needed to let these downloads sit with me for a couple of more days, which is telling me that you're very clearly putting something off. You're delaying something. Nothing is going to change. The messages you are receiving right now are not going to change. When a Pisces receives a download, that's it. Because you are the most intuitive zodiac sign, you more than any other can receive a download and act on it immediately. But something's got you second guessing, Pisces. Something's got you holding back. When you get on the other side of this and you look back, you'll never look at whatever this is the same ever again. It doesn't have to be a person. It could really be a behavioral pattern for some of you out there. Something you don't really deem as holding you back. Usually, any person, place, or thing that you think about in that capacity is literally the thing holding you back. What do we have at the throat, please? Wow. Magician, Gemini, Virgo energy at the throat. Holding you back is exactly right. It's like here you are. You're like, wait a second. Something's not right here. And then it's like you notice it. You notice it on the back of your elbow, right? You pluck it out. And then it's like a switch goes off. The divine allows you to access all the elements, fire, air, earth, and water. You feel lighter. You're now able to access the new timeline. There's a major shift on the horizon for you, Pisces. There's just a couple of last details that you need to work out here. Something's got to go. And though it's different for each and every one of you out there, these are things that have gone unnoticed in some capacity. Or you just never would have suspected that it would have been this person or that thing. It's like having a decline in your health, and you go to the doctor and you're trying to get to the bottom of it, and you find out that it's something so small, something so minute that maybe you put in your coffee or your tea, like a kind of flavoring, right? Something that you would never suspect that has this very profound influence over your vibration, over your energy. Now, that's a very general example, but they wanted me to give you that example for a reason. For some of you, it might actually be something like that, which is just speaking further about looking at all these minute details, picking up something here that's essentially right underneath your nose, Pisces. It's like when you remove this, the dam breaks, right? It's like a little pin, a little stick holding this massive dam. This magician's also coming in at the throat. You literally speaking your manifestations into the ethers, and they start to materialize all around you. You are preparing to step into this new timeline, Pisces, where you are going to feel like you have magic all around you because of your capacity to manifest and how quickly your manifestations start materializing into your waking life. This is called alignment. When you self-empower, and you're doing the work and you're not allowing anyone or anything to hold you back in your waking life, and you recognize all of those energies as a sort of enemy, this is you aligned. This is you in your allocated position in the universe, having access to all the elements, all the power of the universe, because you're where you're supposed to be, because you're not selling yourself out. You see, when you allow these energies to take advantage of you in this capacity, you're selling yourself out. You're actually your own worst enemy. When you get to the other side and you look back on this, you will realize this, Pisces. And though that's a hard realization to have, it's something that each and every one of us goes through. I went through this and I didn't like it, but it was necessary. It's going to awaken you to a truth that is so profound, Pisces, and it will give you a different sight. You won't even look at your reality the same ever again. You'll also never question the presence of God in your life. You'll start to see this reality as an illusion, as a kind of war zone that wants to keep you asleep, distracted, and mainlined into the lie so you don't remember who you are and what you came here to do. What do we have at the third eye, please? Who you are and what you came here to do. And what do we get? The Empress. Libra, Taurus, Venusian energy at the third eye. Male or female, genders do not matter here. This is where you're going. This is who you are. No matter where you are on this timeline, some of you may just be waking up to this. Some of you have been on this path for a little while now, and there's just a few more details you need to work out. But this is where the Pisces collective is going, and it's at that third eye position. Further reiterating the presence of your intuition being the keys for you to access this new timeline. You take a closer look with this Queen of Cups. Wait a second here. What is this I've actually been sipping on? You recognize your power. Magician at the throat. You start speaking your manifestations into the ethers, and then boom. You're sitting on your throne. I'm also getting a message here surrounding some of you quite possibly moving or traveling into nature. Empress to me is one of the cards that represents Mother Nature. This can also be a message for some of you to get out into nature, connect with the animals, put your feet in the dirt, get into a space where all you can hear are the birds and the wind whistling all around you, so you can actually hear the voice of God, the divine spirit, communicating with you. Our lives are constructed in a way by this maze, by this matrix, to distract us from just that. We have a tsunami of distractions that hits each and every one of us on a daily basis. There's not a whole lot we can do about that, other than learn to maintain yourselves and understand that we are inside of a war zone. Once you realize this and you take the necessary steps to protect yourself, the sooner you will be able to receive the downloads you need to be able to step into this Empress energy and get inside your mission and get working. This is what this is all about. We need to get you inside your mission, Pisces. And anything that stands between you and that can be deemed as an enemy, a vessel of the underworld. I just heard something for some of you out there, something around diet. Some of you need to look at some things in your diet. Look at the ingredients on some of the things you're taking. Something I've gotten a lot better at is looking at every single ingredient on everything I'm putting into my body. Look it up online. Do research on it. Because more so now than ever, they're sneaking these little ingredients into things. And they're doing it on the things that you would never suspect could be harmful towards you. What do we have at the crown, please? Wow. Temperance in reverse. Sag energy at the crown. Confirming what I just said. This is representing the resistance in your life that is projecting fear onto you that you can't move in a certain direction. I just heard very clearly pinpoint precision. You need to focus. You need to analyze. You need to scan everything in your life, Pisces. There's also very clearly a mixing of things here, right? This could represent something you're consuming or you mixing your energy with someone, something, somewhere. The divine's trying to get the message through to you, ping you with these downloads, but blocked at the crown. Some of you, probably most of you, are going to be very, very upset when you find out what or who this is with this Five of Wands at that sacral position. What do we have at the foundation, please? Three of Pentacles, Orubas. This is my bull in a china shop card. It's like an energy that comes through in the 11th hour. Knocks over everything that you've built, right? But it's happening on the etheric plane. You don't see this. This could be that negative projection. You're working towards something, and then in the 11th hour, somebody comes through. you know what, I don't know if that's going to work out for you. Maybe you want to take a different path. You're like, maybe you're right. Because the person who says it to you is somebody you think you can trust. Or it's something inside of you, something that's affecting your confidence, something that you've picked up along the way. A passenger that you can't even see on this plane, Pisces. Somebody said something to you, I don't know, maybe when you were a little kid. Oh, that's not for you. You'll never do that. And it's just been along for the ride all through your adult life. Every time you try to succeed at something, those words just seem to unearth themselves from your psyche. They just come up out of nowhere. And then there you are, dust slipping between your fingers, wondering why nothing ever works out for you the way you want it to. It's because of this passenger, Pisces. You're being called to go in and find it and pluck it out. Dig it out. This is what's been causing the stagnation in your life. This is what causes you to lack any sort of effort to go towards certain things. Because of those words, because of that person, because of that behavioral pattern or that thing, this represents all of it. It wants you to think that you're not that good at what you do. It wants you to think that you're not significant and you won't make any difference. It wants you to think that you're not seen by the universe. And I'm telling you right now, Pisces, if any of those thoughts have ever popped into your mind, it's because of the extraordinary value that you actually have inside the universe. Otherwise, why so much effort into little old you, huh? What do we have at the sacral, please? Nine of Wands, Marchoceus, Sag energy, right there at the sacral, underneath that Five of Wands. Certain individuals, certain things in your life that you have weak boundaries with, Pisces. This all needs to be addressed now. The divine is trying to show you very clearly what this is, trying to help you hunt this thing down, whatever we may be picking up on here for you, and pluck it out. Some of you are so programmed by this lie, by this illusion, you may be too scared to pluck this thing out. If that's you, I'm here to tell you, I was once that person. I didn't realize the seriousness of it at the time. It's a lot of the reason why I'm even here, trying to make sure that all of you understand the seriousness of this, so you don't make the same mistake that I already made for you. And you need to understand that if you do feel that way, this is a clear indication of how extreme the programming is. Simply put, you being shown very clearly by the divine what is holding you back, but being too scared to do anything about it. All I can tell you is, Pisces, that there's absolutely nothing to be scared of as long as you charge forward, regain this power over your life, and step into this new timeline. On that path, you are protected. The divine will cloak you as soon as you realize the importance that you hold inside the collective and you push forward in power. You're good. The only thing you have to fear is if you stay in said cycle, because you're essentially telling the divine, hey, I'm good here. The divine's like, hey, but you're behind enemy lines. We can't protect you. You're with a certain kind of dark force. Divine can't protect you when you're in the devil's embrace. What do we have at the solar plexus, please? Oh, wow. The divine can't protect you when you're in the devil's embrace. And look right there. Devil sitting on top of you. This powerful beast holding you down. But it's like you don't even recognize how powerful you are here. You just have some scrawny demons sitting on you. Five of Wands, Five of Wands. There's an overwhelming amount of obstacles that have been put onto your path, Pisces. And again, that is a very clear indication of who you are and where you're meant to be heading in your life. Doesn't matter how young or old you are. If you're hearing this message, this is for you. Everybody wakes up when they're supposed to wake up. But right now, there's a wave of Pisces that are being called to step into a certain kind of power in their life and be a part of this wave of empowered Pisces that are going to step through 2024 and reach up and grab their crown. What do we have at the heart, please? Okay, we're going to take this one right here. Furcus. Virgo energy. This is the Hermit. But the Hermit on this card is going the wrong way, right, Pies? See, this is the path they want you on. Aging out. Some of you could be growing a beard, male or female. Take it as it fits. This is somebody who's repeating the same cycle over and over. This is somebody who's abandoned their higher guidance. This is somebody who's too fearful to make any of the necessary changes in their life, to step into this Empress energy. But this is also somebody here that's allowed negative projections. This was once an innocent child who was the subject of somebody's unhealed trauma by way of projections that sent them down the wrong path in life. Every single one of us in the collective can relate to that in some capacity. We all have a story. We've all been through obstacles in our life. You can't change what happened in the past, but you can change the direction you're going. That is a result of something that happened to you in your past. That is what you have control over in the here and now. Now, when you get on the other side of this, you'll recognize that you had to go down that wrong path for a certain period of time because of the wisdom that you needed to gain. It's all going to serve you where the divine is trying to lead you. But there does come a time when the divine is calling you and you're not answering. You stay on that path. It's like a detective going undercover into, let's say, a drug cartel for several years as a means to take them down. They're instructed by their superiors that the investigation is coming to a close and they need to start making arrangements to remove themselves. But they're so in it that they don't see any other life for them anymore. So they stay. This is what I'm getting here. It's like you're an agent for the divine. You've been sent behind enemy lines to collect a specific kind of wisdom, and now you're being called to step onto your path. And it says right here, Streetwise, right? Which is another indication that the wisdom, the experience that you've gained is going to serve you where you're going. Daniel, the King of Wands, Aries, Leo, Sag energy, eloquence. This is what's on the horizon for you, Pisces. This is you in a position of power in your life. However that may show up for you. It's you accomplishing what it is you've been trying to accomplish. This is you taking your rightful place on your throne and stepping into this new timeline. What do we have at the throw, please? Oh, wow. He's been coming out a lot in the readings. And then look who decides to leave the party, Pisces. The devil, Samael, the severity of God, seduction and downfall, right? So this is you now seeing these people for who they really are. It's like you have this awakening. You don't even look at people the same again. Their appearance starts to change. You could see little horns popping out of their head, right? It's like you can see their burned up, charred wings. I just heard the fallen. You start to realize that these fallen angels, these entities, have been showing up in the individuals around you as a means to keep you from taking your crown and sitting on your throne. And that's just another way of speaking about you stepping into your power. And again, this energy can show up in all sorts of things. It doesn't just have to be people, Pisces. Based off of my own experience, it will show up in a whole collection of things in your environment. But they're all extensions. They're all tentacles of this devil energy. The devil will get you with your food. The devil will get you with your family members, your friends, your lovers. The devil will get you with your behavioral patterns. That's why it's so incredibly important to also practice discipline during these periods of time to train your mind as a means to edge closer to certain things. You know, Pisces, if you're trying to break behavioral patterns in your life, this can even go for people, really anything. I would highly recommend getting yourself a blank calendar, not on your computer, something that's paper. And check off every day that you were able to not do that certain thing, whether it's a pattern, whether it's you not speaking to somebody, whether it has to do with an addiction. This is so incredibly effective. This is something I use all the time. And it works because you want to see that you're progressing towards something. You want to visually see it with your eyes. And I'm telling you, this works. What do we have at the third eye, please? Four of Pentacles, Mizrael, Capricorn energy. God liberating the oppressed. Self-atonement cures mental illness, deliverance from persecution, right? And here's your spirit guides launching these demons from your life. The fallen. What you start to find is, Pisces, that when you turn around and you have this course redirection, right? Everything slowly gets better. because you don't have this influential energy around you, draining you of your life force. It's like you can't access certain things in your life when you have these kinds of people around you, when you have these specific behavioral patterns, when you consume this, whatever it is. Because at the end of the day, it's all about your vibration. Your vibration is your access key. Your vibration is what allows you to access the blessings, the opportunities, different timelines in your life. And again, this is why we're bombarded with so many distractions in our waking life to keep our vibration low. What do we have at the crown to close this out for Pisces, please? Ah, perfect. 7 of Pentacles, Taurus energy at the crown to close out the reading. Nimamia, the lovely God. Discernment, general prosperity, the deliverance of prisoners. So you go from a time in your life of feeling like you're consumed by misfortune or some sort of limited success, you're not able to access something, to now connecting with your higher guidance and allowing the divine to light your way in the dark and guide you to this new timeline where you're actually starting to see the fruits for your labors. It's an energy of reward. It's an energy of all your visions starting to materialize into your waking life and with ease. But this is a well-earned success, Pisces. You've been through a lot. You need to be patient with yourself. You need to love on yourself. And you need to start doing things in your waking life that shows some sort of incremental progression towards something positive so you can look in the mirror and smile back at the image that's staring at you. Seek your validation from within, which is how you access your higher guidance, and from nowhere else, Pisces. And you will see tremendous growth and success start to materialize into your life. Pisces, this is the message I have available to you, depending on where you are on this timeline, should you choose to accept. I'm going to go ahead and leave it here. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. And if you would like a personal reading, you can find all of my contact details in the description below this video. And thank you for your donations, Pisces. Take care.